Welcome to day 9 of How to Automate Your Law Firm in 90 Days. I am Shay Jackson, your AI automation specialist. In this video, we are continuing Airtable basics. This video is about custom views. Now, if you're new to Airtable or have never heard of Airtable before, I will have a link up at top where you can, after this video, take a look to get a more in-depth understanding of what Airtable is. If you have any questions about Airtable or AI automations, there will be a link in the description box where you can set up a free 30-minute consultation with me. Let's get started. Let's dive in. In Airtable, I am on my workspaces dashboard. You see that I have a workspace that's called Queen Makita and also one called ABC Law Firm. Now, I do want to mention something because if you see by Queen Makita, it shows free plan and I can upgrade it. And by ABC Law Firm, it has a trial. That is another one of the powers of Airtable. When you are creating workspaces, you have a chance to choose whether you want the free plan or the team plan. And that was something, and we went over the pricing in a previous video. For the ABC Law Firm, by default, when you first sign up for Airtable, it gives you the team plan for 14 days. So once that runs out, you can start using and it will default back to the free plan. As I've mentioned in other videos, all of the AI automations that I will be showing you for the 90 days to automate your law firm, that will be using the free plan. After that, there will be future videos where I show you again the power of Airtable if you have the team plan. I'm going to leverage the templates that Airtable provides for the legal industry just so you can see different custom views. I am going to open my legal client general intake form, my legal matter form, my legal case analysis form. And I think I want to start with the legal case analysis form. So you may be asking, what are custom views? Basically, you have the ability to go in using the data that you have to create different views, which is amazing because let's say, for instance, that all of the information, especially when it comes to the legal field, there's some data that is confidential that you don't want to share with everyone in your office. Well, what you can do is create a view where you can have the data, same data, but you hide fields where whoever you're sharing that with, if they don't have the permissions they need in order to see the confidential data, you can take that out. And I will go over and show an example of that. So again, we are in the legal case analysis base, and I talked about bases and tables in yesterday's video. And just to recap, a base is what you can think of is the container that has all of the relevant tables. So legal case analysis is the base, and within that base, we have all of these tables: facts, people, these are all different tables, issues, evidence, organizations, authorities, cases, and tasks. These are all tables within our base legal case analysis. And what is pretty cool is even within the tables, you have the ability to create different views. So looking at the evidence table, you see we have a view that says all evidence, one group by evidence type, one that says evidence. But then when we go to people, we see there are different views. Again, I love Airtable. So let's get started and dive in and talk about the different views you are able to have. First, looking at all facts, let's say that you wanted to have, and we're going to stay in the all facts view. Right here, you see that it's highlighted. And I want to group all of the statuses so that I can immediately see where each case is. In order to do that, I'm going to go up where it says group. I'm going to click group, and it says group by, and it gives you different choices of what you want to group by. I'm going to group by the status. When I click that, I'm going to click out. You automatically see all of the statuses and all of the cases within that status. Okay. Again, because you may have a lot of data, there may be data that you want to readily see and you want to group it by. This is how you are able to do it. Okay. I'm going to also show you filter. Let's add a condition. So we have grouped it, all of the cases by status, and we want to add a condition where, let's say, the material, we want to know if there is material. And we're going to say yes. We only want to see cases that have material. When I click out, you'll notice that it is still grouped by status. And now I'm only able to see those cases that has yes for material. Again, this is the power of Airtable. I'm going to click out the group by and also the sort. Now, here again, these are templates, legal templates that Airtable already had created that law firms can leverage, just to give you an idea of what you can do in Airtable. And I'm going to show you and click on all of them. We're still in the facts table. We have a fact calendar. And what the fact calendar does is you can see the information for the different cases. It's still the same information, but now it's in the calendar view so that you are able to see it at a glance and your team can see it to know what date and what time is what. Okay, that's the calendar view. And I will, in a few minutes, I'll show you how you can create different views. Now we have grouped by case. So if we click on it, we see that it has case and then group by. Let me show you how they did that. I'm going to go ahead and exit out, okay, of the information. I'm going to click group by, and it's going to say, again, it's going to provide the different headers that I can group by. I'm going to choose case, and you see it immediately groups all of the cases by that case. Clerk Kentel versus Daily Universe, which again is amazing, and it is still the same underlying data that we have for our all facts, but now we are creating views that we can use that are beneficial for either you specifically as a lawyer or for your team. Okay, here is another view. This one is only for one specific case. Okay, this is for one specific case, and you see that they've named it Clerk Kentel versus Daily Universe. And right here, you're not, oh, here it is right here. I was going to say you can't see the case. But what we could do, since we know that this is, and it's up here as well, I could actually hide this field because we already know what the case is. And if you notice right here, it shows one hidden field. If I want to unhide that field, all I would need to do is click on it, put case, and you see that it's back. Here's another view, disputed. It shows the disputed status. And here is another one showing the cases. Let me go through the different tables and see if we have different views. And before I continue, I jumped ahead because I get excited. Let me reel myself back. Okay. I want to show you the different views that are available on the free plan. If you look on the left hand side, the bottom left hand side, here is the grid view, which is this right here. We saw the calendar view where you're able to see the calendar and the different records. From yesterday, we learned that records are the same thing as rows. If you use Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, gallery is and I'll show you right here. This is the gallery view where you're able to have pictures. If you have any type of pictures within your case, you can create a gallery view. And here you see it says people gallery, and immediately you're able to see the person, their name, what they are here. There's client, fact witness, or opposing counsel, their email address, etc. And also the cases. So when you're creating these types of views, you are able to choose what information you want to display. Again, for confidentiality. And for this one, this would be one if you are working with a team and you have, let's say, an admin in your that you are collaborating with. This view will be good because all it's showing is what type of client it is, their name, email address, phone number, and the case. Nothing confidential. So that's the gallery view. We have the Kanban view. I'll show you that in a little bit. And the Kanban view, and as a matter of fact, I can show you right now. Let me see. And I had one that did have the Kanban view. Here we are right here. So here is the Kanban view. I'm in the legal client general intake form base, and I am in the intake table. The Kanban view, and I showed this in a previous video. This is great because you are able to use cards to organize information. Here, the Kanban is set up by the status, and it has automatically, whenever you create a Kanban view, it automatically puts those people, those clients who are in that status. And you see the only thing that it is showing is date submitted. Let's say, for instance, and you are able to move these cards. So let's say, for instance, Billy Roberts, it shows needs review. Well, we scheduled an initial consultation with Billy Roberts. All we would need to do is click on the card and move it, and it automatically goes to the next or wherever I want to put it. And what's great about that is when I go to the grid view, and let me look again. Remember, Billy Roberts was in needs view. Now he's in scheduled initial consult. If I go to grid view and I want to find Billy Roberts, oh, you see him right here where it shows scheduled initial consultation. But let's say the table was long, the grid view was long, and I didn't immediately see his name. How I can find him is two ways. You can either click on the magnifying glass on the right hand side, and I'm going to type in Billy, and you see that it highlights his name, okay? Or another way that I can find it is clicking Control F together and typing in Billy, if I can type. And it's the same thing. It highlights his name. And if you notice, it says one of two, and you could just click to see the other Billy was in his email address. Okay, that is how you can search the database. You can search the table as well. And again, going back to the Kanban view, wherever you change, whatever view you change a record in, it changes it across the entire table and base. Okay, wherever that information is stored, then it automatically changes it, which is pretty cool. We went over Kanban. List, pretty explanatory. A list is like a different list where you have things that you're checking off, an easy to read list. And also we have form. And the icons, which I really like as well, it shows you what type of view this is. So here we have the grid view. And if you look at the icon, this is the grid view. And for the law code intake form, here you see the icon is the same thing as well. And then for Kanban, you see here it is Kanban. Now, yes, it says it, but what if I wanted to change the name? Let me click back. Okay. What if I wanted to change the name of this view and I click rename view and I can change it to all clients? Click out of that. Well, the icon is there, and I can, if I forget, I have a legend down at the bottom, or I can click on it, but immediately you can see that what type of view it is. And don't want to, before I move on, the timeline, you notice the timeline and the Gantt chart and the new section, those are all part of the team plans. We will be going over that again in future videos that are outside of the how to automate your law firm in 90 days. So let me go to our form, and the form is just what you is a great way. And what I was going to say, what you think about a form like paperwork, the form is a great way. It's still the same information, the same fields that we have in all clients, but now it's in a form where you can use this link and send it to clients who've already signed up with you. And in the video in the previous video, I said, well, you can put this on your website, and this could be the information like the contact us. You can have them contact you. But as we scroll down, you see there's a lot of information we're asking for potential clients, right? And so we don't want to ask them all of this information. So I changed it and said, well, they've already agreed to move forward with you using your law firm for their case. Well, then, yes, you can share the link to this form, as opposed to giving them paperwork. And what is amazing, all of the information they put in, it'll automatically be housed in your all clients table. You don't have to do anything extra. It's automatically added in. Let me go, because there was another view that I wanted to show you. We've went over Kanban. We've went over Kanban. We've went over the calendar view. We've talked about, oh, we didn't go over sorting. So that's something that I want to go over as well. Let's say that you want to sort your information. Oh, and here it is. It's sorted right here. So let me click on this, and this is sorted by ID right here. This is sorted by ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click off of it, and we'll just I'm going to click off of it, and then we'll start it again. And the reason why this is here is because I took the sort out because it was colored. Okay. So here I'm going to sort by ID. And if you notice, the color is back. Oh, but hold on, because, oh, this is part of the team plan. Okay. My apologies. This was okay, there we go. I just cleared the colors. But for the sort field, you see that it is sorted. But also, let's say not only did we want to sort by ID, we also wanted to group by type. Okay, so all I would need to do is click on group and type, and here you go. It is grouped by type. You see letter, draft, court document, and to create a view, and I'm going to create a view, and we can use this one. Let's say that I want to create a grid view. We're going to take all of this out. We'll leave it sorted by one field. Let's say I want to create a grid view, and I'm going to name it related matter. And I know they have something already right here. It says group by legal matter, but I'm going to create one as well for to demonstrate it to you. So I'll put related matter because I know that that is creating a view. Now, you see that this is the same information that we had before in our all documents. All it did was just create another view the same information we had for the all documents. The only thing that's different is it's not sorted. Because I created a new view, that would be something that I would have to do if it's something, that I want to have as a view in my in this specific view. So I'm going to group by related matter, and I'm going to add a subgroup. So not only do I want to group by related matter, I also want to group by type. Okay, let me click out. So here it's showing not only the the type, which is draft, court document, I'm sorry, related matter first. We're grouping by related matters, and then it's grouping by the type of documentation. So you see for related matter, Ari Ramirez Medina, estate planning, we have for our documents, we have a draft and a court document. Again, for other related matters, and I'll go over here, you see something different. We have Cameron Toth, that's the related matter, and the type is letter. And that is it for our Airtable basics, talking about custom views. Again, if you have any questions about AI automations for your law firm or Airtable, there will be a link in the description box where you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me. I am Shay Jackson, your AI automation specialist. Have a great day.